There are a number of websites to learn web development. Some are paid, some are free. But in this video, we are going to talk about that one website which is very popular among the web development community, and you can learn web development for absolutely free. So the website is the ODIN project. This is the homepage of the website. It says your career in web development start here. Our full stack curriculum is free, supported by passionate open source community. So this website is completely open source, completely free. So let's see its curriculum. So it has a number of parts listed here. First one is the foundation. Then you can choose full stack on Ruby on Rails or full stack JavaScript. Let's first look into the foundation part. In the foundation part, it covers various topics starting with introduction, like how the course will work, intro to web development, motivation, mindset, asking for help, join Odin community, and prerequisites. So what will you need before joining into this course, how web works, basic installations, text editors, setting up the Git and command lines. Then it introduces about the Git. So learning about Git is very important in the development. You have to merge, push, pull your code. And then it jumps into the HTML foundation, basic HTML, elements, tags, boilerplate, text, list, images, commit messages. Then moves into CSS with CSS foundation, HTML, CSS, box model. Then it moves into Flexbox, and then into JavaScript with some fundamentals, problem solving, understanding errors, clean code, and it installs the Node.js, and it also covers DOM manipulation. Also it has some projects added here. So this is one of the good thing about this website. It has numerous projects listed here where they give certain instructions to how you can work on this project, and then it introduces you to the backend, some frameworks, and into the conclusion. So this is the basic path for the foundation course. So as a beginner, first you can complete this foundation course. Let's see first foundation course. So the Odin project is basically fully text based course. There are no videos. So if you like reading text and not much of videos, then this resource can be very helpful for you. But if you want a video to follow a step-by-step tutorial, then I would say this website is not for you. And let's go back to the home page, and let's explore to the other paths as well. So let's see here. There are a couple of paths here, full stack on Ruby on Rails and full stack on JavaScript. So I would not recommend going to Ruby on Rails as of now. I would recommend, if you are a beginner, I would recommend going on to full stack JavaScript. My personal opinion, it might differ from people to people. So let's explore this path. Okay, inside this, it first covers intermediate HTML and CSS, then moves on to JavaScript, advanced HTML and CSS, then into Node.js, then getting hired. Okay, I think they covers some interview tips as well. Let's first look into the intermediate HTML and CSS. So in intermediate CSS, it covers topics like emmet, SPG, tables. Now it covers emmet as well. So emmet is basically a library, you can say, or a extension, so which can be used in HTML to speed up your coding time. And then it moves into CSS, intermediate CSS properties like style, CSS units, text, CSS properties, positioning, okay, browser compiled way, then into forms, grids. Okay, so this is about the basic intermediate HTML and CSS. Then let's go back and look into the JavaScript section. In JavaScript section as well, there are multiple steps out here, organizing your code. Let's see one of the project. Let's see tic-tac-toe. In tic-tac-toe, this is one of the beautiful thing about this website. It gives you the assignment. It provides a step by step how you can create the project. For example, for this tic-tac-toe assignment, they first say set up with HTML, CSS, JavaScript file and get the git repo set up. Then you are going to game board, and it's talk about set up the HTML, then add DOM functionality and building logic. So it also tells if you are feeling ambitious, create an AI so that player can play with the computer. Wow. So this is one of the best thing about this website. It gives assignment as well as optional assignment, so you can so if you are too curious to learn about AI, how you can implement AI, so this can be a great one. So let's go back. So continuing on the JavaScript section, there are it covers concept like JavaScript, new ES6 modules, Webpack, restaurant page, to-do page, and moving on into JavaScript in real world, ES6, and then into, of course, asynchronous JavaScript, and bit of computer science stuff like recursion, common DSAs, and some testing as well. Wow, I was not expecting this. Okay. It covers testing as well, intermediate Git, and then it also covers React.js. And in React.js, basics of state and props, rendering list, project, CV application project, memory card project. It covers hook, router, React testing, and shopping cart. And then finally it goes toward the React and the backend, create some project, and finishing up the JavaScript. This JavaScript section is really good. And let's move on to advanced HTML and CSS section. And in advanced HTML and CSS, it covers concepts like animation, accessibility, semantic, responsive design, with stuff like responsive image, media queries. Yeah, this is comparatively shorter one, but very important in your web development journey. And let's move on to Node.js part. In Node.js, it covers basic of what is Node.js, debugging Node.js, introduction to MongoDB. Okay, great. Express and Mongoose. Okay. It creates a color. It covers about CRUD, preparing for development, mini message board, routes and controller, few templates, forms and deployment, inventory application, authentication, as well as security, as well as testing. Wow. And database operation as well. And finally one project. This Node.js is also very impressive. This course is also very impressive, as it covers about Express, Mongoose. Not only Express and Mongoose, it goes towards authentication, APIs, as well as testing. So if you are very curious learner, this can be a very good website and a gold mine for you. Let's move back and look into the final course, getting hired. I believe this covers interviews, and okay, it has sections like preparing for your job search, how this works, strategy, what companies want, applying for interview, collecting job lead, qualifying leads, preparing for interview, preferably. Yeah, this one section can be very helpful once you learn all the concept, and then when you start to look for jobs, this section can become very handy for you. So yeah, I'm very much impressed about full stack JavaScript course inside here, as it covers intermediate HTML and CSS as well as JavaScript. In JavaScript section, you get basic JavaScript, ES6, DOM, as well as React. That is really good section, I would say. And moving into advanced HTML and CSS, one of my favorite course is advanced HTML and CSS, because there are only few courses out there on the online which covers advanced stuff. Mainly if you look into the tutorials in the YouTube as well, they don't go into much depth, but this one course is exception. And then moving into Node.js, this course is also beautifully crafted. You get to learn about Express, Mongoose, and then into authentication as well as some security and testing stuff. And finally, once you learn HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React, as well as Node, when you learn full stack, then you can look into this getting hired course, which might be very handy if you are looking for a job. And finally, let's also look into the Ruby and Rails part. let's explore this. It covers about Ruby, same in intermediate HTML and CSS part, database, Ruby on Rails, advanced HTML, JavaScript, getting higher. There is no much difference between full stack on Ruby Rails and Node.js, except some Ruby and Ruby on Rails section. So I don't have much knowledge about Ruby, so I would not comment about this course. But if you want to learn about Ruby on Rails, this can be a very good resource for you. If you are more interested, you can look into these links. So this was the video about the website ODINPROJECT. Hope you like this video. I have been little bit busy for last couple of weeks. Now that I am free, I'll try to post videos regularly. Thank you for watching the video till now. See you on next video. Thank you.